In today's video, I'm going to show you the efficiency of collecting quarters. It's not very efficient. I'm going to show you how you can gain your freedom by having card only for your laundromat. People talk passive income all the time, but how can you have passive income if you're collecting these heavy quarters and you have to be there 2 or 3 times a week? When if you have a card, you can be there maybe once every other week. Very easy and efficient. I'm going to show you the speed way of doing quarters, which is the long way of doing quarters, because this is time consuming, and this is why I wish I was all card. Okay, throw that up there. I'm gonna grab one bucket. I'm always in a hurry because I don't have much time. So there's one reason why I want to go to all card, all the stores. I mean, just walking these back and forth. Sometimes Kelly will bring me a bucket and then she walks them over here. These dryers, you know, that's one reason why we don't go to a full cycle dryer. We make a lot of money on drying. Bottom dryer, 3 days. See, a lot of people walk the bucket with them, and then you lift that big bucket of heavy quarters and try to throw it in the machine. Usually when I'm doing this, I hate it because I'm around a lot of people and I feel like I get in their way, one thing. Then another reason is when you're doing this, you know, I'm looking at the machine and, you know, so you're trying to constantly look around you, make sure that people aren't taking a note on what you're doing. And then you look over here. This is where we retooled, so I have a different key. We'll get rid of these keys altogether and have them all card. But I retooled this store, so we got these 30-pound. I replaced all these. Actually, nothing was on the back side here, and I put 30-pound washers here. As you can tell, everybody likes to use the front machines because those are 80s and 60s. If I had my way, which I'm going to only have 80s, 60s, 40s, and 30s. And now we'll only have 75-pound dryers and 45-pound dryers. Not worry about it. See, I retooled on this side as well. And these are the 30-pound washers as well. I did these a few months ago, and I just did those. Look at that. They love this aisle here. You always try to remember where you left off. Here we go. This is a very busy store, and I have to come empty quarters no less than 3 times a week, or they're calling me. And I have 2 big changers here, and usually they fill up. It's usually the problem. Right here was a low of top loaders. I was gonna get rid of these Horizons, and I didn't order enough machines, and I forgot. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So I just moved the Horizons from over there, put them here, and got rid of the top loaders. Haven't had any complaints yet. Still hate Horizons, but they're better than top loaders. This store goes in rushes. One reason why I'm going real fast, because they'll just come in droves. Now, this is cards. This is spider wash. And you see, these things break all the time. Oldest one, those are the 1st generation, 3rd generation ones. I'm gonna get rid of all these. I'm gonna go with Laundromat. I feel like one of those old laundromat owners that have 100 keys, and that's what I don't want. It's a pain in the butt. I've got 2 changers in here, and I have to have 2 changers in here. There was just 1 changer. It was this. Problem was, I was coming here literally every day and a half to empty quarters. The other problem you have is some people come here and just take quarters, then I don't have enough. But I don't really have that problem at this store, which I'm hoping I do. And if I do, I can take them to the Waller Avenue location. See, I don't carry a big bucket. This makes things a lot easier. I mean, not against anybody who does. Look at this. So this is like the case quarter thing. People have been putting $1. Why would somebody do that? Look at that. Those are dollar coins. take those out before I take them to a bank. I don't know why they do that, because you're not gonna get a quarter for $1. Okay, there you go. I truly wish that I was in this situation at this particular store. And the reason being is, you see how much time it takes to empty all these quarters. And then it hurts your hand. I've got carpal tunnel because of it, I believe. And it's a security issue. You walk through here, and if this place was really busy, as it usually is, and then a lot of people would be in here, and then they're watching me, and they call me quarter man, hey, give me some quarters, which is fine. A good dialogue with the customer's problem is, you don't know what's on anybody's mind when they're watching you, because then quarters, you dump them, you recycle them, you put them back into the change machine, and then you grab the cash and you leave. Let me grab the cash. I usually secure it in a kind of a bag or something, but they know what I'm doing. Not only that, it's time consuming. It takes so much time. The only plus about doing the quarters is I can kind of examine each machine. And when I do, I get kind of upset because I'll see scratches. I'll listen to certain sounds and I'll know. Like if I hear a bearing starting to go out, but I would hear that at the other place. But you saw me when I was doing the dryers, I heard it. Now like rollers, things like that. So I believe that the wave of the future in the laundromat business is definitely all card. If you just had this, you could put it in your wallet and you didn't have to put in 100 quarters. That's another thing. $5.25 worth of quarters, you know? That's a lot of quarters to put in one machine. And that's another reason why I'm getting called out. I'm not getting called out because the change is empty. I'm getting called out because these are full. So on a Sunday, when they call me and say, hey, there's an ERR code, I was like, oh, the box is full. And so it's full on the 80s, it's full on the 60s, and it's full on the 30s and the 40s. I have no choice but to come out here. And who are you gonna trust with your keys? Who? I mean, you tell me. I mean, you're gonna trust somebody to come out here with your keys and to empty your quarters. And it's not just a trust thing, it's a security thing. So who am I gonna put at risk to come out here to empty all these quarters? I don't know, and that's a good question to have and to think. So if you go all card, all you do, go to the kiosk, open it up, grab the cash and go, maybe refill some cards. It's such a small time frame that people don't take notice. Okay, now you saw how long and consuming it takes to dump quarters. Now we're gonna go to a location that is card only, laundry work, and you'll see how long it takes and how much more convenient it is to do card only. Okay, to give you an overview of what we've done today, we've gone in and I've collected quarters at one store, and it took a long time to do. When you go to this card, Kelly went to the other store that was card only, one of our own stores. You see how fast she collected. She just walked in, grabbed the cash, and left. I'll tell you what else is awesome. I can sit here on my computer, and I can look at any of the stores with all card right here. So I have Red House, Edgewood, Eastern Bypass, and Versailles Road. For example, it says one machine problem at Red House Road. I didn't know I had a machine problem. But I go down through here, it says unknown state. That's washer number 10. So that I know that I need to go in there and find out what's going on with that particular washer. At my fingertips, I can see everything that's going on with the laundromats. And that's why we're going to change all 9 of our stores to card. We're in the process of building another store, and that will be built with card as well.
Okay, so here we are, one of our stores that is card only. I really prefer card only. For one, if you're a multi-store owner. If you're a multi-store owner, it will save you a tremendous amount of time. So this is the Laundrowork system. So you have a collection card, and so that zeroes it out to 0, so you'll know exactly how much you have, and it will tell you when to remove. So I'll clear each out to 0. Okay, and then we just come back here. I'll unlock. I'm just going to do one at a time. Well, sometimes it doesn't save time, but I'll pick that up. That's okay. I'll get that later. And then the second one here. This has the cards. It holds about 300 cards, each one does. And on our computer, it will tell us when the cards are getting low, and we'll know when to come fill them. We can see how much cash has been taken in, how much has been used via credit card, separated by each store. So it's saved a tremendous amount of time. As you can see, this has taken, what, less than 5 minutes? Well, I was hesitant because I was afraid our customers might not adapt. Our customers love it. They're not having to stick, for example, if they're using an 80-pound washer, they're not having to stick however many quarters it takes, you know, just putting them one by one. And people in general, you know, don't like to touch money because it is dirty. I don't believe I did that. No.
emptying all the change. To me, that's a pain in the butt, especially if you want to scale. And scale is what we've done. We've got 9 laundromats, working on 10. So you see the time consumption it takes to empty all this change. You saw Kelly, how quick and easy it was to go behind the kiosk, clear it out, grab the cash, and go. It's so much easier, and it also makes deposits easier because it tells you exactly how much money's in the kiosk. So you don't really have to count it. You might want to verify it, but you don't have to count it. So these things are almost fail-proof. I'll tell you another thing. Here's another beautiful thing about this system is the fact that when you go to, like say for example, replace the card, this is what's going to encourage people. You put in your phone number and then your information pulls up. So you can replace your card and it will erase the other card that they were using. Another thing is that when they register their card, they'll put their email address in there. We can send them money off on their card. I can do anything I want through the computer. And then, you know, the holy grail is to have email addresses so I can send all kinds of promotions and then just to keep them in the forefront of their memory of about our laundromat. So that's what we want. Did I mention freedom, time savings, and freedom? Are you starving for time? At one point, I was time poor. I'm time poor because all I'm doing is collecting quarters. Forget this. I've had enough. The end. I'm gonna put those down. This is what I'm carrying now, a card. This is all I collect. I go to a kiosk, I collect the cash, I leave. I go there once, maybe every 2 weeks. I know exactly what's going on in every machine in the laundromat without even going in there. No more of this. I have my freedom and I have my time back. And that's all I want. If you want time, you want freedom, this is the way to go. This is the only way to go. All card.